Welcome back to World of Warcraft Cataclysm Classic Blind. Back to more archaeology. Still lots to do. Also going to be running around with the Violet Pro Drake for a bit here. See how we feel about it. It's definitely slightly awkward because the feet are further back, so we can't just land normally. I get stuck on some stuff. I'm a big guy. Got a few things we want to check out here before we head out to the dig sites. Can we walk through places? Kinda sorta. Just gigantic. Alright. Want to look at the auctions here. See what these are going for currently. 45 gold for this one. 112 gold for this one. That's a lot. That's a lot. And there's plenty of auctions for them. So it's not like this is just some kind of regular thing. They're in stacks of one because they're so expensive. I really don't think we can justify using these. Because all this does to help us here. Put the troll one in here. And it gives us plus 12 fragments. That we can get from like 1.5 diggings for fragments. So yeah, it saves a little bit of time going between places. But I don't think 112 gold worth of time. We can use like 3 of these per thing here. At least for these ones. That's the other question would be, can we put any in these other ones? This fossil one doesn't have anything in it. Artifacts. Dwarf doesn't have anything. It's common. Night Elf is rare. Trolls are rare. So yeah. These are rares you can put in 3. So we could spend 300 gold or 150 gold. We need to get a lot more archaeology levels. And if that's all it's going to do for us, I don't think we can. Might save these for now. See if there is a larger amount that it boosts on even higher level things. Because at that point, it could be a little bit more worthwhile. Because these are just rare. Yeah. We could very quickly blow through all of our money doing this. Especially if we need to do multiple per artifact. And we need to get a lot more artifacts. Look at our skills here. Professions. It goes up to 525. We are at 125. So it's 400 more levels we need. Assuming we still get 5 levels per artifact the entire time, which is an assumption. We don't know if that's going to be the case. That would be 80 more, give or take. If each one costs 300 gold. Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit much. On the plus side, we can sell these for profit. Well, that's something we got going on for ourselves. I'll take that. Next things we need to do is actually go and get the next level of archaeology, huh? We can do it just flying over this way. Through this guy. In our big old dragon. It's not really a dragon, it's a drake. You can tell by the number of legs and all that. Alright.
Hey there.
Archaeology training. Train me. Expert. Requires 125. The next one is at 200. Okay. That's gonna be a little bit. We're an expert, but there's still 4 levels left.
Have a good one.
So much of an expert we are. My goodness. Okay. And also, while we're here in Stormwind, let's go to the Twilight Highlands. There's King over there. We'll do that later. Wanted to check to see if there's anything at level 84. Since we got level 84. We need to get all these additional levels here. We might end up getting more XP too. We're definitely not short on experience at all. Okay, my dragon. Drake. Warrior trainer. Our warrior training. Nope, only at level 85. Nothing at all at level 84. Wild.
Be careful.
That's alright. Okay. That answers a few more questions there. I'm gonna use juggling torches. Say you can vendor them, but not really. I think it's like one achievement you need to do where you actually juggle your own torches, but we did that previous years. We do have some outfit here, though. I'm gonna keep the outfit just as the outfit. It does things somewhat, so perhaps it'd be a good plan. Just coming into the bank here. Also got some ore we can put away. It's also a plus. Lots of water, lots of earth, obsidian, and elementium. We still need to get through all these things and kind of just get rid of the things that we just want the cosmetic of. Because we have that technology. Away the fiery stuff. And I guess we kept the burning blossoms. So we can try to maybe get more rewards next year. If we feel like it. Got the tabard of the earthen ring. Which you can't really do anything with just yet. Restock on some of these. Definitely don't need these. We just got these because we could.
Have a good one.
These only auction, but they're cheap, so you don't really need them. Such as this is 5 gold for the entire bunch. And try selling. Selling. Juggling torches. Nothing. Total stack price. Not much. Very few offers. That's the big thing we need. And notice how juggling torches can catch where it lands. Wow. I don't need these. Sell these later. That'll be great. We're gonna have one of these. This is tasty. Gooey, melty, and good. Yeah, now we have increased spell power. Delicious. We can just eat all these. It's a typical day here. Just eating 20 smorks. No negative effects from doing this, obviously. Should probably also check the mailbox. See if there's anything just sitting in there. It just sit there for like a month. They were mostly fine. We got the next mystery brew here. Brew of the month. Exciting brew for you this month. Brew of the month club members have raised the Jungles of Stranglethorn, returned with this mysterious brew. If you enjoy this brew sample, you can purchase more from our vendors. Stranglethorn brew. Very good. We sold some mithril. Sold aquamarine. Didn't sell any of these belts or shields. I'm gonna sell a few things. Some whale milk. A nightstone. Some of the amulet of the elder. Bracers of wisdom. Gauntlets of marksman. Yeah, we didn't sell quite a few of these. There's a lot of the stuff we made. It's not worth too much. We can throw this bottle here too. And trinket. Woohoo. There you go. Sell these to a vendor. I sell these. I mean, we keep trying to sell these, they just don't sell. Potentially just vendor a lot of these. They continue to say they have value, but we continue to not really sell them. There's not really a market for it. You'd think with that price and the, in theory, disenchant value, they might sell for something. I don't know. The deposits are getting a bit much here, too. Half off. Go for it. See, these ones, the disenchant's even lower. And the amount on the market's even lower also. There's not as much of a market for a lot of these things. Especially since you can just get decent stuff from quests anyways. These are the lowest level things that we made. Not exactly anything super impressive. How low that's going to be on the disenchant value. I just vendor this. No one wants these keys. No one really wants these shields either. To get disenchant value. These fiery cores in for cheap. And how about this one? This again, it says it has value, but there's only one. Problem with a lot of these things is the market for it. Nobody wants these keys. It's gonna vendor a lot of these things. That's fine. Get a few gold. Just generally do not have much luck selling greens. Really doesn't work out too often. Gold, gold, gold. Let's go for it. Mostly the blacksmithing is for a loss.
Very good.
That's what we're training. We can potentially make something cool later. Lots more to work on blacksmithing though. It's only at 467. Wild. Another thing I wanted to do while I was here was look at the cooking and fishing stuff. We definitely could get more cooking and fishing. See if the daily guys are still here. There's a fisherman doing fishing stuff. Here's somebody. They are down here.
Hey there.
We're all the way up here, talking down to them. Fishing quests and goods here. Already know these. Got fishing poles. We got a better one. And also our fishing hat that gives us bonus there too.
Farewell.
I think in general doing the fishing quests for fishing levels is probably pretty worthwhile. Because we also get rewarded, which is a plus.
Safe travels.
Thunder Falls. Arnold and I have been fishing in and around Stormwind for years now. That's the kind of time it takes to find a good fishing spot. Here it's called Thunder Falls, just south of Stormwind in Elwyn Forest. The best part about Thunder Falls is the violet perch. I have never seen them anywhere else, only up there at the falls. It's a bit of a hike for me and Arnold to get out there these days though. Do you think you could help up there, head up there and fetch some of those perch for us? Violet Falls, just to the south. Alright, 4 violet perch. We get a bag of shiny things, 60,000 XP and 9 gold.
Have a good one.
And in theory, should be in some fishing stuff going on. Robbie Flay and Master Fire Eater. Mostly we're just here for Robbie Flay.
You need something?
Orphans like cookies stew.
See you around.
Orphans the Stormer, often forgotten, but not today, my friend. He has requested a special batch of cookies be baked and sent immediately after the orphanage. Finish the final batch and a brand of confectioner sugar. Alright, we've done this one before. We're gonna give me some more. We'll find out any general stores or inns inside the Stormwind. We had a lot of trouble with that.
Be careful.
Went to the general store over here. They also have bags on the floor. Once you figure out what you're doing with all these, it all works out. Yeah, we can't fit through this door. Love it. A worthwhile loss. Not being able to walk through places. Confectioner sugar, there's 2.
For the Alliance.
And look around for bags. Let other people also looking around for bags. That's part of the problem here with a lot of these.
What are you looking for?
Here's bags. 20 slot bag, 20 slot engineering bag, gem bag, herb bag, leatherworking bag, 14 slot bag, 20 slot mining bag, inscription bag. Very specific. We just got these 20 slot general bags. I guess the job done. The question becomes, when I say in any inn or general store, can they just exist? Besides as an innkeep, you'd think there'd be some in here. It's not really a large area, though. The competing for various spawns system is definitely something here. general stores. If we get more just general stores that could just have them in the shop, that'd be more convenient. Question is if those are also competitive. Let's get some sugar. Hey. One section here. There's one. Line on the floor here. Next to the shaman trainers. Got a lot of closed doors here. It's a bit unfortunate. Can't really go anywhere here.
Well met.
Empty. Confectionery sugar. Might be able to get around with that.
Light bless you.
That takes care of that part. I just need to go do the fish in here too. See if we can actually get levels for these violet perch. You would think so. Twilight Falls. Gonna be up in this section here. Generally just go south. Should work out. Okay. More full line guys all over the place. Griffin Riders. Valley Heroes. And out of Stormwind. Thunder Falls. Here we are. This is the general place for this fishing quest. Not next to the falls or anything. That's alright. Let's see what we can do here. What we can do is switch into the fishing set, which is just a hat. That's alright. And then use the hat for a fishing buff, which may or not be super necessary at this point. And go fishing. Little fishing hook there. And you get 4 violet perch. That is a mud snapper. See, that's not gonna get us very far in any fishing level kind of business. These are low level fish. Also not gonna help us very much with getting fish we could possibly use for recipes or anything. It's definitely something. It's definitely something. Oh, we did get a fishing level. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe just catching any fish counts. That is fishing 452. They could all just be around here in Stormwind. That's also pretty convenient. We would need to actually go fishing for fish that are actually useful, though. Possibly. Or just buy the fish. Would rather fish them myself, though. I've not caught any of the fish we need here. Yeah, nothing of just 2 tiny little fish here. Wow. Violet perch from Thunder Falls. Totally in Thunder Falls. That should work. I don't know. We're trying here. Training all the skills and such. Professions and all that. Eventually. Just keep on getting more fish and more levels. We're definitely quite a ways away from the max fishing level now. So these earlier levels could still be quicker. Somehow. Definitely something. So I've not got a single one of these 4 fish. Train in fishing, I guess. Well, plus if we train fishing this way, we would eventually just have the level we can catch better, more important fish. There's one. This is what we're looking for. Violet perch. See what kind of stuff would be in this fishing treasures bag. If there's anything useful in there. Because we got some interesting stuff in the other fishing bags before. Like this hat, which is a fishing buff in itself. It's very convenient. Another fishing level. It's definitely working. It's definitely working. Looks like they got their fish quicker. Most likely. Yeah, another fishing level. Not complaining. There's gonna be a lot more archaeology, that's for sure. And then also, blacksmithing is going to be a potentially expensive activity, since we're not getting enough ore to keep up with it so far. We'd have to either go running around constantly for all the ores, but it takes a lot of ores to make the bars, to make anything. Generally just a bit quicker, just buy some of it. And in theory, eventually we will be done with the areas that have the lower level ores without probably mining enough before we get there, so we'll see how that goes. It would be nice to have very high blacksmithing, make some good stuff. A lot of those can get pretty expensive with the materials required, though. If we want to worry about that when we could go through the zones, get a lot of better loot from just doing quests. We got a few things that were decent that we've made, but we've also only been to like the lowest level zone so far, and one dungeon run, so definitely a lot more to do in that regard. There's a third fish. Also, with the cooking quests, we get the cooking points, which we can turn in for recipes, which could be good. Make some more better foods for us. Replace the old foods here. Also need to replace the potions here too. We can definitely find something fancier. What with how much larger a lot of these numbers have gotten, I am sure we'll be able to find something good. Equip the DPS set. There you go. And the hat. Fishing rod, go back. Sugar. These are worth almost nothing. And the archwheel. Very good. Could Hearthstone back to Stormwind. That'd be a bit excessive. I want to save that for when we are needing to relocate while doing the archaeology here. Well, that's okay. Fire event's still going on, technically. Get off out here.
What can I do for you?
Here's your sugar again. There you go.
Have a good one.
Just enough. It's on Orphan's faces. We got 2 Chef's Awards.
See you later.
Now we have 3. Some more experience. Doing cooking is now 453. Got daily quest totals. Let's see here.
Greedy.
Trade in some of these. Lots of cocoa beans. Weird meat. We have stuff here. Probably want to get the more useful recipes first for us. Health and mana. Well-fed buff for spirit and stamina. Expertise and stamina. Mastery and stamina. Mastery and stamina. Haste. Critical strike rating. Hit rating. Just mana. Fishing. Alcoholic. Dodge. Okay. What's we got here? Intellect. These are 475 recipes. Intellect. Here's the strength one. Probably more what we want. 60 strength and 60 stamina. Compared to this, which is 40 strength and 40 stamina. That's definitely better. We need to get 475 cooking for that first, though. Agility. 90 dodge. This is a 500 recipe. 90 intellect. 90 spirit. Food. Some more regular stuff here. Parry rating. Agility. Critical strike. Haste. Hit. 90 strength. 90 stamina. 500 cooking. Expertise. Makes you feel a little better. Like a chocolate cookie. A fortune cookie. Stamina. Restores 96,000 health in 30 seconds. 525 recipe. 96,000 mana. Okay. We're gonna need something for the lower level here. Here's supposed to be with blood shrimp. Definitely gotten some blood shrimp. We just need something in the level 450 department. That'll get us to 475. I'm not going to use any of these, I don't think. I think this one's blood shrimp. Requires blood shrimp. White crest gumbo. We'll take that. We can also learn all the recipes, which is also a fun time. Learn it. White crest gumbo. See if that's just that. Blood shrimp. And a cooking fire. So it's just one blood shrimp. That's very simple. A lot better than making a fish feast. That's got a lot going on. I think we have some blood shrimp. Should be able to find a fire too easily enough. And then we can also turn in the fishing quests too. Could be all sorts of stuff in there. You can see which recipes we might want to take based on what fish and stuff we get. So. And also we can always go back and fish other fish. See, this is also not the right building. We'll get there eventually. Whole thing's set up here. We can go through some doors still. That's good. Blood shrimp. There you go. Let's got some sagefish, turtle tongues, snouts, fathom eels, rockfish, toughened flesh, and monstrous claws. Saw another recipe in there that used monstrous claws.
Safe travel.
These are very cheap. We could definitely get to 475 with these. Any fires around here? That looks like a fire to me. Come on, count as a fire. Some of these fires don't count as fires, which is awkward. Oh, come on. You know what? We've got the technology. If this fire doesn't count, it's not fiery enough. Just open up abilities here. Here somewhere. Make a fire. Passives. I can make arms or anything. What's it in professions? Here we go. Cooking fire. Campfire increases the spirit of those nearby by 4 and allows cooking. Beautiful. There you go. Now we can cook. It's currently a good recipe, so we're gonna get a lot of levels from this. And it's worth basically nothing, since it's so cheap and so easy. We're just gonna go grab a few more blood shrimp. Just get this to 475 here. So, in 3 daily repetitions here, we can get the good recipe that we want to use. Which will give us the strength items, which will be fantastic. Definitely gone down. It's only in yellow now. We're gonna need more than just a handful of blood shrimp. We can definitely get that, though. Go shopping. Blood shrimp. Might not really need too many fish or anything. Oh, there's not too many of these available. 2 and 2 stacks of 1. And 3,000% increase. No. That's another thing you can consider. How many of each individual item exist on the market? Does change some stuff. Cookies. It's not going to quite be enough. We're going to need to try to peruse the auction house for blood shrimp to get those last 4 levels here. Because I don't think I'd really want to spend the cooking award things getting those right now. Any other recipes that'd be less useful. Could potentially also check to make sure that we can get good numbers of the other things we need for the strength recipe. Definitely cheaper and easier than blacksmithing though, so it's definitely something here. Okay. turn in the fishing quest here too. Then we can head on out on an archaeology journey. Lots to do out here. What do we get from this box here?
Hello.
All the way up here.
Be careful.
Able to find the falls? Yep.
See you around.
These perches look great, Archeologist. Why don't you join us for a fish fry tonight? Sounds great.
Safe travels.
Fishing increased to 460. Just doing these also kind of gives some levels too. That's neat. Things. We got a reptile egg, a swim speed potion for 20 seconds. Those are gray. It is actually worth anything. It's sometimes weird when random gray things have value, because they totally don't. They're gray. They don't do anything. That's kind of the indicator, you know? Definitely don't need a little swim speed potion either. We'll do just fine. The place that we can is when we have all the swimming buff anyway. I wonder if they would even stack. Anybody else trying to sell this? No, of course not. Swim speed potion. There you go. Just a vendorable egg. I'm sure there's some interesting stuff we can get from those bags. Maybe even an upgrade on the hat or something. Could be.
Very well done.
Alright. Now, we're ready to head out. Where do we need to go? 2 up here, 1 up here, and 1 down this way in Stranglethorn. We'll start down towards Stranglethorn, I suppose. Need to figure out best patterns here to go between places. Because they keep moving around, too. And while we are traveling, we can look at our completed artifacts. The troll stuff. The fine blood scalp dinnerware. Okay, it's really just a big knife. When a culture like the Blood Scalp tribe, any use of actual utensils counts as fine dining. Big knife. A lizard foot charm. Small, mummified foot of a jungle lizard. Any magic it once contained has long since been drained. See how many times we've completed it, when we first completed it. Fetish of Hirak. Hirak is one of the animal spirits worshipped by southern trolls. Hirak's totemic animal is the bat. Jekalik, a high priestess of Zandalar, was one of Hirak's most famous followers. Done that one twice. And a Zandalari voodoo doll. Little is known about the emergence of voodoo among the trolls. Troll belief system is complex, full of dark spirits and primal, often animalistic gods known as Loa. We got Night Elf stuff. Necklace with a loon pendant. Known as the primary goddess of the Night Elves, yeah. She was associated with the larger of the 2 moons, the White Lady. She is a goddess of peace. She is not a pacifist. One of her aspects is the Night Warrior, who takes the valley among the dead and sets them riding across the sky as stars. A coin from Eldrathalas. Once a Highborn capital, the city of Queen Ashra's Archeologist fell into decay and ultimately depravity following the Great Sundering. The ruin is now known as Diremaul. Yep. Cloak clasped with antlers. This is fashioned of lacquered wood carving to resemble stag antlers. The verse is engraved the name Pyramond in Darnassian. It's a cloak clasp. Scandalous silk nightgown. This rather flimsy garment is woven in a fine mesh, likely of spider silk. Cloth of a silvery white that slowly shifts color in the light. And a highborn fixus. Small box of delicate ceramic, probably used to store cosmetics, jewelry, or other small items, went to a highborn lady. Clasp was of silver and fashioned to look like 2 acorns and a holly leaf. More troll stuff over here at the ruins of Zolkanda, where we're going to be excavating now. Ruins. Just flying on in here. Yellow and this way. Could be down below. Very possible. Alright. Hopefully this is fine. There it is. Troll finds. lots of troll places, and also lots of night elf places. A few dwarf fossils. It all works out. Too far out. Go this way. It's not even the entirety of the ruins here, which is definitely something. Very specific sections that count as the dig sites. Find. We also get XP for this, even if we don't get any archaeology levels. There's going to be tons of XP to be had doing this. Yellow here. Probably beyond here. Perfect. That's all the troll friends we get here. Not the best haul, honestly. Almost there for the next troll bit, though, so that's pretty good. Check the map now. There are more over this way. So we head over towards Netherguard Keep. Actually, Blasted Lands, Netherguard Keep, we can make that work. One of the few transportation things we have access to that's actually quicker. We can take the portal to the Dark Portal. That'll get us right over there. And from there we could potentially head further north to the other sites. That'll all work out perfectly. To the tower. There's some magic going on here. Tactical use of the Hearthstone. Very helpful for these endeavors. Full lion. I'm back in here. It's interesting we can go through some doors. That doesn't look like we could. I'll take it. I will take it. Here. Over here. It's technically not in Blast Lands, up in Swamp Bazaars. Let's right over this way. I have to read some more finds, perhaps. Fossil finds. Strange velvet worm. What appears to be a missing link of some kind. Shares properties of both arthropods and worms. Its body is worm-like, but has stubby legs like an insect or crustacean. Appears to have been covered with fine velvet-like hair. Twisted ammonite shell. Ammonites are extinct type of shelled squid. Shell could be long, like a spear, or coiled in a variety of different ways. Fossils of a smaller specimen, they go quite large. Beautifully preserved fern. Ferns are primitive plants that have stems, leaves, and roots. No seeds or flowers. Roots with spores, much like mushrooms. In ancient times, ferns occupied the niche that flowering plants do today. Yep. A black trilobite. These are extinct crustaceans that apparently were once quite diverse and numerous across Azeroth. Myths persist of living trilobites of supposedly epic proportions. And a shard of petrified wood. Natural tissue remains, the vascular structure of the wood is preserved perfectly. Now it's most likely palm or cycad of some kind. And then we still have dwarf to look at as we fly to the next spot. Well, that's alright. Yellow here. Anybody attacking here? Not too much. This is just gonna be along the shore here, most likely. I guess we technically go down in the water. That'd be alright. More troll stuff. It should be enough for getting the first interesting bit from this. The next first rare artifact. Sounds good to me. And a little bit over this way. Or just outside the Sunken Temple here. We did see that archaeology plays a role in like dungeons and stuff. There's some kind of thing we could click on in the one dungeon that we did that required archaeology, which we didn't have. It's definitely worth getting this up a bit, at least. There you go, more troll fragments. Alright. Let's see what this makes us. This is a voodoo figurine. Medium-sized figurine of unusual complexity and troll manufacture. Takes 100 fragments. We can only have a maximum of 200 fragments at a time here. Which is definitely something. Solve it. I had it in my hand. Archaeology increased to 140. Okay. That's better. Yeah, we were at just 125, so that got us 15 levels. Teach you to summon this companion. A voodoo thing. Plethora of pets. Oh, you're getting achievements. Look at that. Find a rare artifact. Okay. Lots more to be done in this section. And voodoo figurine has been added to your pet journal. Okay. Pet journal. We just dug up a pet here. Voodoo figurine. How big are you? Not too big. Well, that's interesting. What does the complete artifact say about this? New troll. What do really say here? Voodoo doll. Another regular one here. Complete artifacts. These all say common. Must have said a bit of information on there, but it's weird that's not on this list. Anyways, it was a figurine. 42 health. Alright. Let's make our way to the next spot here. Another one down in Stranglethorn, which is inconvenient. We're going to be heading up to hit these three, most likely. And while we fly, we will look at the dwarf collections we found. Dwarven baby socks. First, we thought they were petrified, but no, they are just really crusty. Amazing. Belt buckle with Alamar crest. Monus Alamar was the High King of the Dwarves before the War of the Three Hammers, and it's depicted by the great statue at the gates of Ironforge. This brass buckle might have belonged to a member of his house guard or servant. Got a wooden whistle. Small whistle carved from oak. Might have been used to summon a pet or mount. Also used as a child's toy. Appears to have been chewed on by an animal or young dwarf. And a bone gaming dice. Dwarves love gold and dwarves love drinking, so gambling seemed like a natural fit for both. These dice appear to have been carved from sheep bones. What might be dried blood is still visible on a few pips. My goodness. Alright. Angled correctly here. We go straight over to Blood Watcher Point. That'll be good. We're still getting the Fire Festival stamina buff here. And a little bit more of the experience gain from spinning around. That's alright. Okay. To the Badlands. So if these ones got us 15 levels, these ones got 5, that's appropriate. It does shrink down the amount of finds we're gonna need to find. Hopefully. It's not a loss to get rare finds on your next find here. Also gives you more interesting stuff. I'd rather have a new pet than 1 gold. Significantly less interesting. For sure. The Blam turret. That's definitely something. So for this way, it's a large area here. Tomb of the Watcher. That would be new. Too far. Got some Explorers League excavators here. Excavating. We are also excavating. We are taking the things with us. Dwarf find. 10. Very good. Next one's further this way. Only so much further we can go here. Badlands. Yeah, this might not take as long as it could, which is good. It's still going to be a lot more levels to get here, though. That's alright. 7 fragments there. Whole place down there. Wild stuff. Wild stuff. On the mount, off the mount, on the mount, off the mount. Right about this way, really. I mean, more along the side here, I suppose. There's some other excavator guys. Lots of excavating being done. And also us. You know, 3 sets here. 1 shy of another dwarf collection. Shame. Okay. And then another one back south here. Along the coast of the Swamposaurus. Doable. Determining which directions you want to go here a lot, too. Technically, you could look to see what kind of fragments you're going to get at any individual spot. So far, I don't think that's really something we need to be concerned about. We just go and get stuff. It all works out. This one is at the Pyrox Flats here, up north of the Cauldron. Oh, good. Thorium Advance here. You guys chilling. Low level quests abound. Be interesting to see how many quests have been replaced. Probably like pretty much all of them. Because we definitely did pretty much all the quests. And now there's new quests. But if there's things that replace quests we already did, or like the same kind of idea, they might not be available to do again. Depends how much. Like, individual zones, some of them haven't changed as much. So I wouldn't be too surprised if there's some quests that were actually just the same. More dwarf finds, perfect. Makes sense for this location. And all of the dark iron dwarfs hanging around. Definitely checks out. Definitely did quite a bit with all these guys here. Magma elementals. Cool. And all these. Lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. More fragments. Keep getting 33,000 XP. How many is it going to take to get the next 7 a bit million XP here? A few. We're definitely going to be not hurting for experience at all. It's definitely an interesting change, adding various profession stuff to also give XP. Instead of just fighting and quests and stuff. That's alright. Gives you different options. We're still going to do everything though, so. We're going to be just raking it in. Also a plus, the more experience and faster we get to 85, the faster we will be getting bonus gold for all of the quests. Because when you don't get XP, it goes to bonus gold. Which is pretty nice. Alright, dwarf thing. A worn hunting knife. Get it? Next one's another common. We'll read about the hunting knife here. But these are in order of time. Not particularly. Dwarfs on this side here. Hunting knife. Weapon has a notched blade and a handle fashioned from elk or ram horn. Initials WG are carved near the pommel. Okay. That's the next bit of that. And that was 5 levels. So we're still getting 5 levels per one of these, so that's good. We got a lot down this way now. That's looking great. We're gonna go up to the Vandal span here. That'll be a good spot. Eventually we're going to want to potentially cut out a lot of this flying between areas sections here. Especially if we're going to be doing still a bit more archaeology. 145. Probably want to at least catch it up to current levels. But it's not like we can really go about doing archaeology. Potentially. I guess the real question is, what's going to happen as we keep on increasing our level here beyond expert? Because, like we've seen, we still have these 6 other spots. I could really see these being like in the new zones at the highest level. There's 6 of these. There's only 5 new zones though. I don't know. Something like that. Going to achievements, exploration, Cataclysm. Got Deep Home, Highjaw, Oldham, Twilight Highlands, and Meshier. That's 5 spots, which could have things. What's the 6th? Hard to say. That would make sense. It would also give a reason to be able to do archaeology while doing actual Cataclysm stuff. Really does make a hole in the middle, though. You want to do archaeology all the way up to wherever you start being able to get that before going out and doing TBC and rat stuff. Presumably, that's still the level banding here. You wonder if, like, if we look at the levels for all the zones and stuff, a lot of them are not going to be higher level. Only gets up to 60. There's also like the base level requirements for getting the higher level profession levels too. Nothing we need to worry about. Something to consider though. Also be pretty brutal trying to do any of this on a low level. Between all the enemies in the way and flight. Would not be ideal. This isn't a very large area here. That's nice. Digging stuff up on the Vandal span. More dwarf bits. Very good. I'll take any bits we can get here. All works out. Fragments for days. And definitely going to be making any new artifacts, solving them as quick as possible. I don't really see any real reason not to. So that's one thing we might want to consider, is trying to get to the exact breakpoint for the next level of archaeology. I think we probably would be able to go over towards the end of it. So we keep on getting 25 before when we can get the next one, so I'd be at 200. Still a ways away. Enough for another one here. Ceramic funeral urn. Solve it. These only have 1 spot for these. Dwarf runes. Journeyman archaeology, 150. Very cool. Information on the ceramic funeral urn. Some dwarves seal their deceased in tombs. Those with a concern about the undead might have been more apt to cremate remains. The urn is chipped and cracked, its ashes long since lost. The word Thunderbolt is visible in Dwarven, printed on the underside. We're just gonna sell it for gold. As you do. 150 though. Pretty solid. Let's see. We go. 1 all the way up here. Then 3 down here. Go down here, be quicker. Go back to Stormwind, through the Dark Portal, go there, swim through there. That's probably what we're gonna do. But from 150, we should be able to make our way towards 200. Yeah, we kind of need to wait for the. I guess we need to wait for the Hearthstone. There's no reason not to head up this way right now. To the Lutheran Lodge dig site up in Eastern Plaguelands. Seems alright. Let's see, which I'm still looking for. We're looking for more Night Elf stuff. We got another rare thing here. A statue set. The rare things are definitely more interesting. They're more than just selling for a few gold. Also, we can get more of these and sell these, that'd be great too. I think I'm pretty committed to just selling the bonus fragment items. I don't know how much money all the good stuff's gonna cost. I'm sure it's gonna be a lot. Help me fund blacksmithing a bit here too. That'll work nicely. Go to Stormwind, go to the Dark Portal, grab this one, grab these in Stranglethorn. We both got Northern Stranglethorn and keep Stranglethorn, so that's alright. Should be more troll stuff, I would think. That's all good. Looking for any specific things. Easier said than done here. It's gonna be interesting to see how it works. We unlock the higher level sections. Whether we need to constantly go between the different zones, or they could just be all focused in. Because currently it's a lot of traveling, more than anything else. That's okay. Yeah, if we can just get down into the sections and just do them there, running around. That'd be more convenient. So we get to the point where we are having to constantly go from the new sections to the new sections over to the other sections. It's gonna make doing that a little bit difficult. Make some use of various teleports. Hearthstone back to Stormwind. A few spots that also had portals to Stormwind. Let's see how it goes. I know like Deepholm had a portal back to Stormwind. But to pay more attention. Most of the times we don't really worry about portals back to Stormwind. If we need to use it basically constantly, that would be a slightly different story, wouldn't it? That's okay. Ores and stuff. Just not mining it. Just trying to get one thing done here at a time. Current thing, more archaeology. Of course, we also did all that fishing and cooking, so we're getting there. Getting all of the professions maxed would definitely be something to do. First aid for the even better bandages. Because at this point, as wild as that is, 17,400 is not a huge amount of healing when you have 71,000 health. Absolutely wild stuff out here. Okay. Over here at the lodge. Digging around. Back this way. They're just sleeping. They're just sleeping. I really do like heroic throw for just blasting. Instant attack. Always works out. This way. The other plus is we don't need to target them first or anything. Very convenient. And also doesn't require any rage, which also helps. Makes it very doable. A little further again. What do we find here? Night Elf stuff. Very good. And back this way. Just flying over people. Having a good time. Just a regular bonk also gets him. Yeah, we're just a tad over leveled for these guys. That's perfectly fine. Would make looking for artifacts in the new zones slightly more effort. Like it's a little bit closer to the Night Elf one. Still going to need a few more dig sites to finish that though. That's okay. What do we got on the map? Everything is down in Stranglethorn. Okay. We will start down there. Stranglethorn for days. It all works out. Another 5 minutes on this Hearthstone, we're just gonna chill out. Teleport. Back to Stormwind. I suppose we could do the cooking and fishing stuff while we're there. Just to continue getting that done. We're kind of in a whole professions mood right now, so probably keep doing that when we're around. Because honestly, getting back to Stormwind constantly when trying to just be out in the zones, a little more awkward and travel required than could be necessary, depending on where we're at. I think we'll keep working on that too. At least see if we can get some new good stuff, get some levels. Have a good time. Next time. Goodbye.